Welcome back, everybody. We're live with the Colorado Shootout. Jordan Shepherd in action here, taking on Chris Reinhold. Wales versus the USA for the second match in a row. Jordan Shepherd, who won the Colorado Shootout, the Kansas City Shootout, I should say, in our last open event, has got a pretty tough first round draw here against Chris, who's playing in his second Ultimate Pool USA event. He was with us in Louisiana. And a pleasure to welcome into the commentary box Melissa Little, the Viper, is with us. First of all, thanks so much for joining us on the commentary, Melissa. What have you made so far to what you've seen around the venue here in Colorado?
Well, this is the first time I've been to this pool hall, so I was amazed how beautiful it is. You know, I've been kind of out of the loop for a little bit, but, you know, I felt like I need to come down and check it out and see what was going on, and brought my mother with me. But, yeah, these guys are amazing players. I'm looking forward to being here with you and sweating these matches.
Well, it's an absolute pleasure to have your company. And I almost feel like I owe you a thanks for welcoming us in as a native Colorado resident who've been very, very well looked after since we've made the pretty long trip over here from the UK.
Oh, I'm sure.
Beautiful part of the world, though. Very, very worth the trip. Even without this brilliant event that we've got, I'd be pretty happy here, I think.
Oh, for sure. Ooh, almost scratched.
It's actually come out pretty nice for him because he's pretty flush on this three, I think, Chris. Yeah.
Yeah. The position next will be, we'll see what happens here. He's going to have to run into some balls, maybe. Nope, he did pretty good there. He had less angle than I thought. This is not easy, though. You have to get pretty good on this 2-ball in order to get on the 8-ball. Perfect. Oh, he should be fine. Just roll it on in.
Yeah, could kill the cue ball just off the rail, and that's pretty perfect.
Yep.
First time I've seen Chris play properly, sort of in the same environment, and what immediately jumps out is he's a player who likes to get on with things. He's not waiting around. That first rack did not take very long.
Nope, not at all. So did he go back home and then come back here, or he's been here the whole time?
Oh, I think he'd love to have been here the whole time, but he's been a busy boy.
Okay.
As we see Chris break off, and if that's how Chris is going to break today, he'll have a pretty good day, I expect.
Yeah, it looks like maybe stripes might be the option here, since that 4-ball is tied up.
Yeah, the 11's tied up with it.
But he has more options with the other stripes. Although I think, I don't know which rules they're playing by, but, you know, sometimes the first shot you can hit whichever ball for a combo.
No dirty combos.
Okay.
I can tell you, yeah. International 8-ball rules is what we're playing.
Okay.
So pretty standard, to be honest with you. There's not a huge amount of big changes. It's what sort of makes the rule set so accessible. But one of them is no dirty combos to start your visit.
Okay.
And the issue for Chris is he missed his development shot, and all of a sudden this is now quite a tricky finish.
Yes, it is. Although, you know, he still has that 3 to work with. He could potentially be out. You know, he's got a breakout shot with that 3-ball, but it's not easy. I'm sure he wanted to break it out a little sooner.
Oh, this changes things.
Yeah, it does. I'm not sure.
It was a pretty good effort.
Whoa.
It was a pretty good effort, but that just showed how much of a hole he thought he was in, that was the only option to take on.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that escalated pretty quickly, didn't it?
Yeah, I'm not sure what he was doing right there, to be honest. Let's see.
So it's going to bring Jordan Shepherd to the table, and it's not the best shot he's ever played first up. He wanted to be on this, much nicer than he is.
Yeah, this is not easy right here. You got to let loose of the cue ball a little bit, come back and forth.
Yeah, because he's not got another shot, so he's going to have to use a bit of the equipment.
Yeah, you don't want to shoot the 3 jacked up, that's for sure. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, he'll take that.
Oh, he's jacked up on the 4, or unless he makes the 3 now in the corner, I don't know. Yeah, he's going to be jacked up, I think, on top of the 3 to pocket the 4.
Yeah,
he's fine. Perfect.
Fabulous cue assist, Jordan. And one of the things that was a real question mark when he came over in Kansas City, and still remains a bit of a question mark in truth, is how he can adapt, because he's very used to English 8-ball with its lighter cue ball, smaller pockets, all that sort of thing. Just completely different equipment.
Yes.
And that transition is not necessarily very easy. In theory, it's a work in progress, so when you start with a tournament win, it's a pretty good sign, but
yeah,
definitely something I know he's still working on and still feels like he could improve. And the thing is, I think it translates pretty well to the American game, because so many American sports are completely contingent on a clock,
right.
whether it be football, basketball, hockey, whatever. It's all about the clock, isn't it? So that works as well for pool just as well.
So is that what they do in the UK?
It is, yeah. So
okay.
match clocks are a big thing. It's Ultimate Pool's calling card, and it's something the USA team have adopted as well. So you can see right there at the bottom of your picture, if you are new watching, it's 23.5 minutes left of this match. If it gets all the way to 0 and we've not had a result, we will take the score as it is then, if no one has got to 6.
Oh, okay.
Which is what this race is to.
No wonder they're playing so quick and running out so quickly.
The clue's in the name, Melissa. It's a shootout by name and in nature.
Sure.
It's fast and frenetic. We spoke to Ricky Evans after he won his first match. He played really well, beat Shane Thompson. He described it as, when it was at the table, he felt okay, not too nervous, and could just take it in stride and just concentrate. But he said, when you sat in your chair, it feels like you're in a straitjacket. That's the sort of pressure you're feeling in those last 10 minutes when it's nip and tuck and only a frame difference.
Yeah, absolutely. See, I'm kind of a slow, methodical player, so I mean, once you get into a rhythm, though, that shot clock's not going to play a factor so much, but it's the getting used to it, I think could be difficult, especially under pressure.
Yeah, and that's it, as wow. Jordan makes the 9 there.
Ooh, I think he's fine.
This has been it's been a bit of a messy clearance this from Jordan, but he's getting over the line, which is the important thing.
Yeah, it's amazing how well he kills balls, with the cue ball. He kills the cue ball a lot.
I think it's a bit of a calling card, particularly from the guys who are used to playing English pool, because it's much touchier, everything's much lighter, so you don't need to use as much power. And I always think it's a little bit of an advantage.
Sure.
That specific technique.
Well, I'm impressed with, you said you have smaller pockets and smaller balls and smaller cue balls. This must just feel like playing in the mud for him.
Well, it is a completely different game.
Yeah.
It really is. I mean, different cues as well, because the cues you use for English 8-ball you cannot use over here. They wouldn't last very long with the difference in weight of the balls.
So he must feel like he's playing with, a giant piece of wood.
Well, that's the feeling, and it's such a big adaptation, which is why I think it's so impressive how well Jordan did in that first event. But it is a big adaptation, because the way the pockets play is completely different.
Yeah. And to win your first event with new equipment, new game, new balls, I'm impressed. That's amazing. Good for him. Especially because Kansas City, let me share something with you. They have some of the best bar table players in the world.
Oh, they do.
In the Midwest.
They do.
So good for him.
Well, we'll see some of them later on. In fact, in this tournament, we've got from both eras. We've got David Matlock, who's well known as one of the best ever on the bar box.
Absolutely.
And,
he was my idol when I was a kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he still is. I mean, he's
I was going to say, what changed?
Yeah, exactly. I just finished talking to him a few minutes ago, but I mean, there's so many rumors about Matlock when I was growing up. Like, you know, he went into a room and didn't come out for 6 months. And you're a kid, you're like, really?
Yeah.
And he came out a world champion, you know, and all he had was a bar table and a restroom, maybe a little refrigerator for sodas or something. But we all believed it because he just is amazing. I mean, he still is. He's still so good.
Yeah, and we're looking forward to welcoming Dave back. And also, from the other scale of the generations, got Chase Stumfall, who played really well in Kansas City, so he's a KC native.
Wonderful, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of, I saw Gabe Owen here, and of course Chris Melling, and there's a lot of great champion pool players here, so
that's what we like.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's amazing.
And what we do when we get all these brilliant champions is we throw them into a shootout format, which, as we sort of say, is it's not for the players, this event. This one's for the fans. It's not a players tournament.
Oh, that kind of had a little kiss, went downhill.
Yeah, he just ran out of position there, Chris Reinhold, and couldn't bring it back.
Yeah.
He's a little unlucky in truth.
Yes.
Didn't take much to...
There's your expression for you. He was not liking it.
No.
Anytime
the pictures painted 1,000 words there, didn't they?
Yeah, he should have no problems. This is a big game, too. Race to 6. You know, either 2-2 or 3-1. This is not good. Jordan loves it.
Well, sure, yeah. One thing we do see, though, in shootout pool, we saw it in our first match, is because of the speed of the game and the short, sharp shot clocks, we see Justin Bergman in the house. Not that you couldn't see him in that lovely pink number.
Yes.
But he's coming up later on in the final game of the first rounds. We're closing out the first half of the bracket here with Shepard and Reinhold. But one thing we saw earlier on is that leads can change very, very quickly. Ricky Evans was 4-1 up on Shane Thompson. That went to 5-5 very, very quickly indeed.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing. If you're losing the match, I mean, these guys just have so much heart. You know, it doesn't take much for them to come back and never won another game.
Wow.
Allison came back and won Hill. Alternate break. That's just amazing to me.
It is, and the thing is whilst that obviously is crazy, but that does happen. You know,
a lot.
There's it still could be pretty incredible and spectacular, but it's not completely unheard of.
No. So the moral of the story is never quit when you're down, and always just try your best no matter what, because anything can happen in pool. Yeah,
it's one of the strangest sports, I think, in any discipline in the world, because you can play perfect and lose.
Oh, for sure.
And
that's heartbreaking.
It's a very, very strange sport for that. As Jordan didn't have an easy opener.
Ooh.
Surprised he missed that, though, in truth.
Yeah. Oh, this is his opportunity right here. We'll see what happens, but yeah, he one stroke that shot. You know,
he plays quick.
He does, but on those particular shots, you got to take just a few more strokes. You know, that wasn't an easy shot. Being buried, being on top of the rail. Anyways, wow. Okay, so he tied up one of his own. At 14, I'm not sure if it goes in the side or not, but hopefully it does for his sake. Because he clipped that ball that ran into the other balls. Oh, hopefully he can make it right here. Oh, good shot. Good shot.
Yeah, that's opened everything up at once, hasn't it?
Absolutely. He's on the wrong side of the ball again. But with a little inside, top right-hand English, he can scoot on over. He might be hooked. I'm not sure. He might be. Oh, he is hooked.
He's played that well. But
Oh, I thought he was hooked. He thought he was hooked too. He really had to look at it. So
he did.
And this is not easy. He's not out yet, I hate to tell you, but
No, he's got some work to do.
absolutely. I mean, you like shooting a combo. He's shaking his head because he's not sure if he can get out. I don't know. What do you do here? I mean, I don't know if he can see the right side of that ball that's next to the 8. He's going to look again. This is not easy. You know what I think he's going to do? I think he's going to hit the 9 into that and carry him off that other ball. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's an option. I mean,
Oh,
I don't envy his position, that's for sure.
This is not easy at all.
Yeah, it's what he played in the end. And
Oh, no, too tough.
yeah.
Although he left the 1 in a funny spot, but it still goes. But I don't know. He's got some work to do here too. Jordan does.
I think that was probably a part of the equation from Chris there, as he thought, well, if it doesn't go and it's very, very tough, what am I leaving? And it's not a lot. And Jordan's gone straight into his bad work here, and it's not come out too nice for him.
No. So Chris's whole idea worked. At the end of the day, it worked. Let's see, what has he got here?
I think it'll just be a safety. He's not going to leave a huge amount, but it's tough to say who's really in the driving seat here. He's made sure to cover the 9 and I think the 11 up to the top left, which is important.
The 9, I think, goes in the corner, doesn't it? It's tough to see from on top, but I think this 9 goes. I don't know. He's looking. We'll see.
What's the bottom right, you mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Oh, no, he's trying to play safe again, which is, well, that's not too bad right there. He did, well, he's got the 6. I think he's got the 6 ball. Let's see. Yeah, I think he can see the whole 6. Yeah.
Yeah, in which case
that wasn't too good. The only thing is the 8. I don't know if it goes by that 10 ball or not.
Yeah, and on these American tables with side pockets, it's not easy to say, for example, you could probably play that off the 10 quite easily if we're on an English table, but it's not an easy carom shot that on these tables at all.
That point that sticks out.
There we go. He's played to bump into it.
Oh, run into it that way. There you go. Perfect. Well, maybe perfect.
Well, he has an escape route. It's not easy, but he's got an out.
Fine. Yeah, he should be fine. This is a majorly large game right here.
Oh, has he lined these two up?
Uh-oh. No, he's fine. It's perfect.
Yeah, the 4 passes. I thought for a second they got in each other's way, which would have been a terrible place.
Absolutely, but no, he should be fine. I like how he walked around the table to see what he was going to do with this 8 ball, because it is a little teeny bit funny. So it's not like it easily goes into the side. He's got to draw it back, I would imagine. Maybe he's going to try and hold it again. There you go, and get straight. I don't know about this one. You like this shot? I don't like shooting this shot.
It's not me playing it. Jordan Shepard didn't mind it, though.
Oh, wow. He hit it so good. He ran right into the point. His safeties, Chris's safety didn't hold up, and then that unfortunate scratch. So that's really what's cost him the last couple games.
Oh, Jordan was willing that cue ball in.
Oh, almost scratched again in that same corner.
And Chris is going to start to inject some pace. He's already a quick player, but I think he's going to play even quicker here.
Oh, wow. Look at that cue ball just stay right on the edge of the lip of the... What a great shot that was right there. It wasn't easy. Well, here's one of them break and runouts, potentially. Looks like a pretty good pattern he has going so far. Shooting quick, fast, and efficient.
Yeah, he's here for a good time, not a long time in this frame, isn't he? He's going to try and run this one quickly because we are only a minute away from the 15-second shot clock, which I don't think either of these players are going to particularly struggle with, but in terms of just getting on with their business. But you know, it's one of those shot clocks where, you know, it's all well when you've got a plan A, but as soon as you've got to go to plan B, that's when it gets interesting.
It's a big pocket right there.
It is.
Did you see it?
I did. I did.
I didn't realize that the shot clock was continuously. So does it go again after?
No, we don't take it any further than 15.
7 seconds?
Yeah.
Go. Yeah. Oh,
we don't take it any further than 15, but that's with good reason. 15 is very quick.
Oh, absolutely. You have just enough time to go swap your cue.
Oh, Chris.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
that's a crazy mistake.
Oh, that is very unfortunate right there. 2 scratches, a bad safety, and this is where you end up, in the chair.
I'm a little surprised to see him play through that rather than draw it.
Yeah.
Because I felt like that contact, he's unlucky to going off. I think we can agree with that. The scratch is unlucky, but you felt like that contact with that ball was always there with that shot.
Yeah.
And the draw shot, it's just the other way around. And I just felt like it was a little bit safer maybe, but easy to say from my position here in the chair. It's Chris who's got the best view.
Yeah,
I wonder if he could take that back.
Oh, I guarantee you he would love to, because it was really unnecessary. Like you say, he could have drew the ball back. There's no reason to go forward and even think about running into that ball, or I'm not sure. It was just a lapse. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes pressure gets you. Sometimes you just are shooting a little quick. I just don't think he was anticipating that happening. Obviously, nobody likes to scratch, but.
Oh, is he going to end with a golden break? Not quite. Yeah, if that 8-ball had gone in, that would have been an instant win in shootout rules. That's a tournament-specific rule, that one.
8 on the break.
I've seen one already today.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't decisive in the end, but it was a golden break nonetheless.
It was definitely close. So 5-1, he's already. Wow. Let's see how those mistakes, but nobody's ever out. I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, no surprise here to see Jordan just play safe, because he holds all the aces. He doesn't have to push the boat out here. He's going to make Chris do that. Chris is going to try.
Kick it in. Oh. Well. So if that had gone in, he would have continued to shoot. Is that correct?
If the stripe had gone in, he'd have been okay there. Yeah, you can play a carom. It's just not a dirty combo.
I got you.
Yeah, it's just a case of playing that legal shot. So if you're nominating solids and you hit a solid first and you pot a solid, that's okay. You're good to go. Excellent.
Yeah, he should be fine here. I don't think he wanted to be that close to the rail, but he should be fine. Just back and forth on the 4, or he might choose to shoot this in the side. Just clip it, shoot the one inside, just like that.
Oh, he's played that perfectly. That's a beautiful shot from Jordan Shepherd.
Yes.
Going to pick that up with his hand and place it any better. This match is over.
Yep. Unbelievable how fast it went.
I told you it'd go quick, didn't I?
Oh my goodness.
Well, a super performance from Jordan Shepherd as he gets a commanding 6-1 victory over Chris Reinhold. The Welsh Wizard is back in form in the shootout as he looks to defend his title. And so thanks so much for joining me
you guys.
in the booth for this one. Really, really enjoyed it, and hope to have you stick around a little bit for the course of the weekend.
Absolutely, I'll be here. Thank you so much, everyone. Take care.